Hey guys, welcome back to the Russell D. McClain channel. This is video number 6, and today we're diving into the 7 biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make when they allow someone to shame them from using paid advertising strategy alongside their organic online strategy, right? And before we start, I would love to give a shout out to my Active Income Warrior fans. I really appreciate you guys' support, and for all of the new people coming in, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also leave a comment so we know exactly what you liked about the video and new ways that we can improve you moving forward, and also what new topics on business mindset or business strategy you would like to hear. And also share the video with as many like-minded people as possible so we can serve more great people just like you. All right, diving into number 1 on the list. And remember guys, these are all right or downers, because you don't want to make these mistakes as an entrepreneur, whether you've been in it or you're new. All right, number 1, neglecting the potential reach. Entrepreneurs may underestimate the expansive reach and targeting capabilities of paid advertising, leading to missed opportunities to connect with their target audience. Now listen, don't allow someone to shame you into you because you're using paid advertising because they've had some luck in their organic success, right? Now, of course, a celebrity who actually, because it's basically marketing, their PR teams, the people who films their part of those studios are already advertising them guys. So they're getting marketing. So of course they're going to have a lot of reach because they're taking those fans from those television shows, from those movies, from those plays, or for concerts onto their platform. So don't let them shame you for advertising because they absolutely use marketing. Hollywood has a marketing budget, and the music industry has a marketing budget, right? And even if it's an influencer that's so-called organic, they may not even be able to teach anyone how they do what they do because they've gotten lucky, because they don't understand the analytics and they can't measure what actually works, right? So as a paid advertiser in your business, a salesman, never feel ashamed of that. You can reach so many more people. Plus, guess what, guys? Those people that you reach online, the new people, they absolutely can bring actually more organic people to you through the content of yours that they're sharing. So paid advertising also adds to your organic strategy, right? And don't get me wrong, I talk about leveraging offline organic strategy times online organic strategy to then leverage into your paid advertising. Because when you create content organically for free, as Gary Vee suggests, you literally create proven content that has high engagement. And when you do use it as paid advertising creative, it will lower your costs. But don't deny yourself the reach potential, because big brands have been marketing to you forever. So why shouldn't you be able to? Everything that you're wearing, you're eating, everything that's in your house right now that your kids are benefiting from comes from marketing and sales. So why shouldn't you as a business owner be able to do the same? All right, don't fall for it. Number 2, guys, fearing judgment. Fear of judgment from peers or competitors can prevent entrepreneurs from fully embracing paid advertising, limiting their ability to scale their brand's visibility effectively, right? And that is exactly why you run ads, to reach as many people as you possibly can to solve their problems and add value to their lives, right? I hope that that's why you're in business, to add value, because if that's why you're doing this, why wouldn't you want to serve more people? And if you're a believer in the Lord like I am, he said to be fruitful and to multiply. He didn't say be fruitful and subtract. So you want to reach as many people as you possibly can. That's like telling someone on Instagram, hashtags no longer matter. Yes, that's true. You can have reach and engagement without hashtags. But guess what? A relevant piece of content will actually allow you to show up for those categories and hashtags, and you can reach more people. So why would you want more reach? It doesn't make sense, right? So anyway, do not allow anyone to pass judgment on you and you to fear their judgment, right? Because it doesn't make sense. And a lot of times the reason why they're trying to shame you is so that you can stay small, so they can feel big. I'm telling you. Usually it's an insecure person with a lack mindset who has a slice of the pie mentality instead of a garden bountiful, fruitful mentality of abundance. They feel like if you get some, they won't have enough. So they want you to stay quiet and small and don't talk about yourself, so they can feel superior. Because around other people who are successful than them or more successful, they feel small. So don't fall for it. You understand? Okay, guys. Number 3, overlooking cost effectiveness. Paid advertising, when executed strategically, can offer a cost-effective way to amplify reach and generate leads compared to traditional marketing channels. Avoiding it due to shame may result in inefficient resource allocation. Guys, if you have someone who is a traditional media buyer, right, and who's running standard television spots, that is an exorbitant amount. Now, the reason why brands had this leverage is because, one, they were incumbents, so they had a large market share, so they had a lot of disposable income, but they were spending it and allocating it foolishly. And a lot of big brands that's been around who have disrupted the way that they do things and now are leveraging online advertising platforms, they'll be the first to admit this, right? They talk about how old CEOs and presidents almost took the company to ruins based on poor advertising strategies, right? So you don't want to miss out on these opportunities, because here's the thing. By leveraging the offline strategies that I talk about times online strategies for your paid advertising creatives, your ad costs will be so low and you'll reach so much more people, right? And I teach this in more depth in my weekly mastermind on Zoom at Sundays Eastern at 7 p.m., right? So you definitely want to actually use that reach, right? Because you can actually save so much money by using the organic that they're talking about. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Do what Gary Vee says. Post as much as you can for free, because you'll literally be intentionally testing as I teach, right? You want to be intentional. Test it, see what works, see what they engage, and make sure that the content is relevant to the messaging of your brand and with your business. You don't want to be all over the place and get an organic piece of material that has no relevance to your business and doesn't even reach and connect with your target audience or ideal avatar, right? Which is your ideal customer, student, or client. You definitely want to make sure that it's relevant, but test, see what works, see what people are engaging in. Because by using the offline strategy that I'm talking about, right, that high performance strategy of using value, velocity times volume, right? Meaning you add a lot of value, right, in a quick manner to talk to as many people as you can, to then take that feedback and engagement from them to leverage as online social proof, right, for more organic connection. Then you can leverage that engaging content as your paid creative, right? All right, moving on to number 4, guys. Ignoring audience preferences. Some entrepreneurs may assume that organic strategies alone suffice for audience engagement, ignoring the preferences of their target audience who might be more receptive to paid content. Now, don't ignore this, right? I don't want you to be ashamed when you see those ads that pop up, right? As media buyers, right? You see the ads and they say, oh, I hate how intrusive Google and Facebook ads are, and they follow you around all over the place, and those yucky ads they serve you, which doesn't make sense. But guess what? Yes, get those people off the platform. That's the benefit of that, guys. I always talk about looking at observing the positive and negative side of something and only focusing on the positive, right? Because guess what? Even observing the negative is good. Why? Because you can know what not to do and know what to avoid. But the positive of those ads, painting Google and Facebook as these evil companies, right? Because evil people are rich, right? Which is a lie. They actually get the tire kickers off their platforms. And now you only have people who are much more interested in purchasing and who love advertising. And don't be fooled, guys. That's why it's a small amount of producers and a large amount of consumers. We live in a multi-trillion-dollar capitalistic society, guys, because of the consumption. So please don't let anybody tell you that no one likes to be sold. That is a lie, right? Anyway, you don't want to actually do that. Actually look at the opportunities to serve those people who are looking for your content, who are bookmarking your ads after they click on it, right? They're bookmarking those landing pages, right? They're absolutely liking those ads, right? And plus, Google and Facebook is allowing people to have more privacy protection and opt out of ads and stuff like that, right? So that's better for us because what's going to be left is people who are actually more in alignment with what we're offering, right? So take advantage of that. Okay, guys. 5, limiting growth potential by solely relying on organic methods. Entrepreneurs may restrict their brand's growth potential, missing out on opportunities to accelerate awareness and expand their customer base. Now, we know that these social media platforms are fickle, right? And that's why I tell you to leverage the offline strategies, because the algorithm is constantly going up and down like a roller coaster, right? And I get it. They're always disrupting themselves and updating based on user engagement and feedback. And that's fine if we're paying attention to those trends by connecting with people offline and what they're interested in and what they care about, right? In real time, then we can then leverage our content strategies. But I'm telling you, if you're just focusing on organic online, you are putting yourself in a vulnerable space and you're going to limit your reach, guys. Because I'm telling you, advertising is a multiplier. When you get more reach from people based on your relevant messaging that's in alignment with what they care about, they will then engage with and share your content based on the other shares and engagement that you leverage offline. Think about this. And then that will multiply the effect, giving you more engagement, more relevance, and more reach. And like I said, saving you more money when it comes to ad auction time, right? You can actually bid higher and you'll be actually spending less because of the relevancy and quality and ad ranking of your creatives. All right, guys. Number 6, disregarding analytics insights. Paid advertising provides valuable analytics insights that can inform future marketing strategies. Ignoring this data due to feelings of shame can hinder entrepreneurs from making data-driven decisions for their businesses. Now, I told you guys, feedback is the breakfast of champions. The best way for you to measure what's working, guys, is through ads. The analytics that you get with ads as an extension of your business accounts will give you far more intel and data to better serve and communicate with people and to know what's working. The other people are lucky because they may be artists or actors and things like that. But I'm telling you, if they get blackballed or canceled, their engagement is going to tank and they won't know how to create that reach. That's why you see a lot of celebrities and musicians become has-beens because they don't understand what works. How can you know what to do if you don't know what you did? It doesn't make sense, right? So you want to be able to measure that, because I promise you, an influencer who has a professional account, who is actually using affiliate links and sponsorship, right? They're not running ads, so they don't have the leverage that you had. A lot of times they don't even know what's working. Most of the time they have to be half naked or something like that in order to sustain engagement. But I'm telling you, if they lose that piece, or if they're not saying abrasive things that are like controversial, they'll lose the engagement and they won't know how to get it back. But as an intentional leverage media buyer, you will understand what measures well and how to rinse and repeat that in the future. Okay, guys. Another thing you want to focus on is the last one. And I'm telling you guys, this is a doozy. If you ignore this one and you do all 6, you're going to ruin everything. You have to do number 7 always, guys. Remember, these are all random downloads, but 7 is very important because it's the foundation of the other 6. Okay, guys. Stifling creativity. Paid advertising offers diverse formats and creative opportunities to showcase a brand's unique value proposition. Allowing shame to dictate marketing decisions may result in missed chances to experiment and innovate in reaching the target audience. Do not let someone give you that starving artist speech, right? That goes along, for us believers, the whole poverty is piety thing, which is a satanic lie. That is also a satanic lie that is noble to be a starving artist, right? And Picasso talks about that, how the artists of the Renaissance were all wealthy, right, and had leverage, right? Picasso clearly states this. Now, I'm telling you, you don't want anyone to shame you because they say, oh, you're less of an artist, you're just worried about money, you run ads and all of that jazz. guess what? How many more people can you serve with your content as an artist if you had more reach? How many more people will buy your art, right, if you were running paid advertising effectively? It doesn't make sense. And especially when I seen someone that was in another country begging for someone to purchase their art so they can feed their family, I'm like, okay, the money that you got, you living already below your means. The little money that you get, if you was investing that in the ads, you'll get so much reach. Your art pieces will be going like this, like water, right? So don't allow someone to make it seem like you're not an artist. It's called ad creative for a reason, right? Most of us are artists. I've tattooed for 20 years. I love drawing. As a matter of fact, as my businesses level up in profitability and I walk away from my 9-to-5, which is exactly why I invited you on this journey, by the way, so we can all walk away from our 9-to-5 jobs together. But when I free up my time, I'm going to be learning oil painting, and I'm not even worried about selling my painting, right? I'm going to be having so many products in the marketplace that adds value. I'm not going to need the money from it, and I can just simply enjoy it as a hobby. But I love to create. I love writing. I'm an artist at heart, for real. So don't let anyone make you feel less of an artist because you're using paid plus organic strategies, right? And I'm signing out, and I hope this video, guys, was useful to you. Remember, guys, don't allow anyone to shame you. Why would you allow someone to psychologically stop you from your blessings, from feeding your family and creating generational wealth and scaling your brand from here into infinity, right? So you can leave an inheritance like the Lord said to your children's children. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a great week and see you next time.